What's up, guys? It's Azine here, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about um, dieting and keeping a clean diet, and really having a solid a solid a solid range of nutrition. So dieting is very important. Recently, I've been talking about dieting and the importance of getting good balanced meals, getting good vitamins and good and good sun as well. So I've been talking about that all recently, and nowadays you don't even know really what in the meat's like. A lot of the time, you go to these restaurants, and the meat is very weird tasting, or they doing all. It's been tampered with. Meat is a lot. It's different in different places. That's a lot you find a lot of times now, especially with a lot of different articles and everything like that online. And not even just that, it's just in general much more better and cleaner to eat vegetarian, or some people go vegan now. They're more trendy. But meat in most places, especially fast food places, even some of these high-end places, most of the time everywhere now, very different. Usually very tampered with, very it changed. It's either not fully clean, or not really even safe. Meat in general isn't as great as having. I'm not saying never eat meat. People are gonna eat meat, but because it is what it is. Most will still eat meat, but at the end of the day, it's about what is about keeping staying healthy. Ultimately, even having other alternatives as well. So, soya. You got vegan, vegetarian. There's other alternatives, even fish as well. 'Cause fish isn't really a meat as well. So a lot of the time, dieting is very important, especially now with everything going on as well, with a lot of diseases spreading through a lot of the different, because in a lot of places so unclean, you would never believe it. Like, you can't see what you're having, and you don't know how it's made, and you don't know what's going in. You could say it like that. If you can't see what you're having, or see how what you're gonna be enjoying is prepared. If you can't see what you're gonna be eating, how it's prepared, or how it's even cooked, or any other thing, anything to do with it, then anything goes. Anything could happen to it before you got there, because someone already prepared it, someone already cooked it, someone already froze it, cooked it, and prepped it, really. But you really don't know how it got there. You don't know what went in it. You don't know how it got there. So as good as anything goes, as for the meat and everything like that, it's as good as anything goes. Anything could be in it, and you're just having it. But if you have, there's a lot more safer and healthier options out there nowadays. So dieting is very important, especially with what's going on right now everywhere, with what's going on with a lot of things right now, with a lot of pandemic going on right now everywhere in the world. It's a lot. You have to be careful. You have a lot of that right now. A lot of people are catching it different ways. You have to be so careful nowadays. You got a lot going on, a lot of things going on, a lot of things go inside, and a lot of things get contaminated. There's a lot of things going on. So that's why it helps to have like a lot of meat and have a lot of vegetables. Keep a strong immune system, because meat can lower your immune system as well. A lot of vegetables, a lot of other things can strengthen your immune system. It's just about knowing your options when it comes to nutrition and everything like that, keeping a balanced intake, really. So vegetables always safer, vegetables usually healthier. So about staying strong, really. But you never really know in these times. You can never be too sure. You can never be too safe, really. You'll be so careful with eating a lot of places. A lot of times a lot of people have a lot of fast food in a lot of locations, a lot of fast food joints, a lot of fast food places. They don't even know how these people, because it's not really about the quality, really about really the turnover. It's about the turnover, the profit. That's what it's all about. You think these places, some of these places don't give a, some of these places aren't more so about what being made than the quality. Some of these places, the fast food places aren't ain't about quality. Ain't really about, never, really about quality. It's always about cost. It's always about profit. That's what it's always about. They're never about quality anymore. You're never about quality. Not nowadays. So we're going into the meat and everything like that. You can never be too careful, especially with different things going on with COVID and everything like that. You can never be too careful with what's going on with what being prepared, what's going on and everything. Like, you never be too careful. Never be too careful. And at the end of the day, it's about being smart. Where you're going to be consuming something, you want to know what it is. You want to have a good, it has good effects, not adverse effects. You have the wrong thing at the wrong time in the wrong place. You have food poisoning as well. You have lots of things that happen. A lot of cases, a lot of different cases. Some places don't even have the best inspection rate. You go to some places nowadays in most towns or anything like that, and some of the smaller restaurants or anything like that, a local restaurant, local takeaway, a local restaurant, they might not have even the best inspection rate. If it's a smaller business, they might not be getting that many inspections because they're obviously not going to have that many. They're not going to have that many charges. They might sell dishes that seem fairly priced, that seem good and everything like that, but it has a low inspection rate, has a low quality to it. So it seems a good price. Seems it's just local places because these are smaller. Some of the smaller businesses, they don't have so much of the resources to be able to invest in the best quality or inventory, best quality stock. It's all about turnover. It's all about profit. So more of these local restaurants in the modern day cities and everything like that, they sell dishes from most of these dishes from a couple pounds. If you can buy something for a couple pounds that you're going to be eating, you better worry about how it made, how it prepared. You don't know what going into it. And if you actually look at the reviews and the inspection rate and everything like that, I mean in the reviews, in the health reviews and everything like that, not even the best record. These are local restaurants. Usually in most of these, usually smaller businesses in the local towns, local area, in the local cities. We're not even getting onto even some anywhere else. What I'm saying, most of these places don't even have the best hygiene, quality, clean produce, and you want to know what it is you're having with nowadays with everything going on right now. So you have to be so careful. Most of these places really don't care. All about turnover, all about profit. At the end of the day, so they're not gonna double check for you if you ain't gonna double check. If they know you're just gonna go, if you're just gonna not take the care to look into what you need to gonna be having. No, they're not. They're just gonna sell because it's all about. Because they're not gonna be interested in if it's a sell, it's a sell. If it's a sell, it's a sell. They're not gonna care about nothing else. As long as it sells, then it makes sense. They could care less about whether or not you enjoy it or not. As long as it sells, it sell. It makes sense. If it doesn't sell, it doesn't make no sense. If it sells, it makes sense. If it doesn't sell, it doesn't make no sense. It's usually goes like that. So you could be having something that is only a couple of pounds to prepare, and you might think it's a nice meal, but with what happens when you have it, it's not even safe to have a lot of the time. It's not even safe to have to even consume a lot of the time. Or it's just in my, I've been having this feeling, there's something in my, it's not even safe to have a lot of the time. It's just another meal, it's just another sell. They're not going to double check and make sure the quality is going into. If you're ordering and you're not even you don't even know the health reviews of what you're ordering or anything like that. Sometimes some of these places don't even have the best reviews. Just even like that, they don't even really care about how anything prepared or produced. As long as it's selling, it makes sense. Because it's just another sell. It's just another order. At the end, especially if it's fast food as well. Fast food is more so. Fast food, why do you think it's called fast food? Not really the best type of food to be eating. Eat to keep your immune system on, stay strong, and to even have, in a pandemic like I said going on with COVID and everything like that, you don't know what's going on. So you have to just be aware of what it is going. You have to be aware of what it is you're doing and what it is you're eating. Most of the time, because you don't know what you're eating, especially if you're eating from different cultures or anything like that. Some of these places they have different ingredients. Just like as a person who's allergic, we check on a product, or if you want to keep clean, safe, and you'll just stay healthy. A lot of it is down to how you eat, immune system strength. A lot of it is down to how you eat. A lot of places right now with fast food booming and everything like that. A lot of these places, You don't even know nowadays. Something in some of these places where you eat, people don't even know what they eat most of the time, because just anything goes, anything going in the meals now. It's in the meats a lot of the time, more so. But that's just a little breakdown on that for now, and just a little video on that for now on dieting and how to eat cleaner. I'm gonna have more videos coming soon, and you can stay updated. Follow my channel, so like and subscribe in the description. And any comments and any ideas, get in the description. Zine out.